Hello Superset maniacs and welcome back to my channel. In this video we'll be ranking the 19 qualified athletes for the 2024 Mr. Olympia based solely on their abs. We're not evaluating the entire midsection, just the abs as a muscle group in isolation. As you'll soon see, this is the weakest muscle group on average among today's top athletes. Only the top 4 or 5 could really be said to have good abs, the rest are just less bad than the others. In 19th place we have William Bonac. His ab issues are well known. He's never had good abs, not even in his prime. He usually avoids hitting the abs and thighs pose head on, preferring a side pose for that very reason. He's also had surgeries on his stomach to try to improve the shape of his abs, so placing him last shouldn't be controversial. In 18th place is Hunter Labrada, who almost never hits the abs and thighs straight on, also opting for a side variation. It's clear the shape of his abs is holding him back alongside his conditioning. At this point, the best he can do with his abs is pose in a way that minimizes the problem. In 17th place is John Jewett, who also tends to hit the abs and thighs from the side, though I did see him perform the conventional pose at the Toronto Pro this year. His abs are slightly more defined than the previous two, but he has no separation between the left and right sides, and the lower part of his midsection protrudes. In 16th place is Mohamed Foda. He looks like he could develop an 8-pack based on his ab structure, but he lacks central separation, so it appears more like a stretched out 4-pack. On top of that, there's always a layer of water over his abs, no matter how dry he gets. He's young and can improve, but for now 16th is where he belongs. In 15th place is Theo Leer, who lacks the necessary muscle definition and separation in his abs. He has a strange shape, almost resembling a 3-pack in the lower half, while his upper abs show virtually no separation. In 14th place is Brandon Cury. He used to have beautiful abs, a symmetrical 6-pack that, while lacking deep cuts, was still impressive. Prime Brandon would definitely rank higher, but these days his abs have lost both definition and separation, and their shape has deteriorated over the years. In 13th place is Bruno Santos. While he doesn't have the best ab shape, what puts him above the others is decent muscle definition and separation, as well as good symmetry between the left and right sides, which most others are missing. Akeem Williams comes in 12th. His abs along with his back are probably his weakest muscle groups. It seems like he doesn't put enough effort into perfecting his ab shot, as his midsection always appears to protrude. However, he's never had a serious gut issue as far as I can recall. In 11th place is the current Mr. Olympia, Derek Lanford. Derek looks like he could develop more than just a classic 6-pack, but he lacks definition and separation, especially on the outer sides of his abs. The central line is clear, but overall his abs look washed out, keeping him out of the top 10. In 10th place is Rafael Brow, who has decent definition and separation, but only a 4-pack. His genetics simply don't allow for more than that, but he still cracks the top 10 due to his solid muscle separation. In 9th place is Samson Dauda, who has a symmetrical 6-pack, but he lacks the definition and separation needed to rank higher. He also has a noticeable gap between the left and right sides of his abs, which really detracts from their overall look. While his legs are among the best, his abs and thighs pose is one of his weakest because of his abs. Over 74% of you watching my content in the past 28 days aren't subscribed. Imagine where we'd be if just half of you hit that button. It costs you nothing. Let's hit 30k subs. Thank you and God bless. In 8th place is Nathan Asha. While he won't be competing at the Olympia, he did qualify, so he's included in this ranking. He has a decent 6-pack and a flat midsection, but he lacks the definition and separation to be ranked higher. Tonio Burton ranks 7th, another athlete who won't be competing at the Olympia. He has very distinct abs with great separation both internally and externally, but he's starting to develop a gap in the middle, and his midsection is also beginning to protrude. In 6th place is Nick Walker, who also dropped out of the Olympia. His abs have looked better in the past. Before this last New York show, based on previous performances, he could rank higher, but 6th is still a good spot. As you may have noticed, none of the competitors so far have had truly outstanding abs, and we're nearing the top 5. The abs remain the weakest muscle group among today's top contenders. In 5th place is Tabani, the last athlete who won't be competing this year. His abs aren't a strong point, yet he still makes the top 5, which reinforces my earlier point about abs being a weak muscle group for these athletes. Barus has good definition, but only a strange looking 4-pack. Now we're into the top 4, where I believe we finally see athletes with good abs. In 4th place is John De La Rosa, whose abs are deeply cut, dry and symmetrical. However, his upper abs don't complete a full 6-pack and his belly button area is starting to protrude. In 3rd place is Martin Fitzwater, who doesn't have the prettiest ab shape, but his abs are among the most defined on this list. Though he has only a 4-pack and they tend to separate toward the sides, his sharp cuts and separation earn him a spot on the podium. Even 3rd and 4th place don't have world-class abs though. Now, the top 2 could go either way, but personally I have Hadi Choopan in 2nd. Before you dislike this video and unsubscribe, hear me out. He has the best definition, the deepest cuts and abs that look carved from stone. His obliques are second to none, but I'm focusing on abs alone, not the entire midsection or obliques. That's why Andrew Jack takes 1st place for me. He has what Hadi lacks. Perfect symmetry between the left and right sides of his abs. Andrew has what you could call a flawless 6-pack with perfect shape, excellent muscle separation, and great definition through his midsection. Out of all today's competitors, his abs come closest to perfection, but if you had Hadi in 1st, I wouldn't argue. It's a matter of personal preference, and Hadi has plenty of strong points as well. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my ranking. Respectfully share your opinions. Like this video for the algorithm and subscribe to help me reach 30k subs. See you in the next video.